What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a review for you for a movie that is releasing on a horror streaming service called Shudder on August 4th. It is called What Josiah Saw. So this movie came out in 2021 and it was on some festival circuits and everything, so it's getting its official release on this streaming app oh my god. Directed by Vincent Grayshaw, this movie is what I like to call, how do I say it, very boring and dull. I'm sorry, this movie just kind of took me out pretty much from the first 10 minutes. I watched it with my boy Anthony. He got a early screener from Shudder regarding this movie, so we both decided to watch it, and it just is very aimless. It's an anthology film, so there's 3 different chapters, and it just doesn't really make any sense in some directions that they went. Acting was really well done, I will say that. Robert Patrick stars in this movie, and it just didn't really stand out to me. It was just very all over the place, but absolutely going nowhere sometimes. They just brought in characters at times and you had no idea what their relation was until a certain point where it kind of just didn't matter. There were several times that we kind of wanted to turn it off because we're like, what is going on? If you've seen this, please leave your comments down below because I'd love to know what you think about this film, because there's certain scenes that are very questionable. Very questionable. There's one in particular with Robert Patrick and another character, Scott Hayes, and you are just like, what in the hell is going on here right now? What kind of film are we watching, and why is this here? What does this have to do with what goes on in the movie? There's just scenes like that, and you're just like, why are we doing this? Why are we here? What are we talking about? I can't even hear what you're saying. Even when you turn up the volume, it just seems so muffled at times, and just the dialogue that they were given at times in this movie, it just doesn't make sense. You know, it kind of takes you out of it. And there's various things and situations that happen in this movie that got us very invested. And I said it to Andy, I looked over at him and I said, yo, I was very invested into that for a brief moment. And by brief moment, I mean a brief moment, because you just knew that it was going nowhere based on how the whole movie has gone. It's a 2-hour movie that genuinely felt about 3.5 hours. Tell me how that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, the way how I envisioned this movie going from the beginning, I kind of wish that they went in that direction. And this is obviously a spoiler-free review, so I'm not gonna talk about it much, but it just didn't really tie in the way that personally I feel like it should have. I understand I'm not the director, so I don't know what the direction really was at all, but it just doesn't really make sense how certain things panned out. By the end, I was just kind of like, okay, cool, great, fantastic, excellent. Who cares? You know, it just did not help me invest into this movie. A lot of things just didn't seem right. Again, it seemed all out of place. The dialogue just wasn't really there. The direction in certain areas was kind of good, you know. I did like some of the shots and certain things that were happening in the different chapters. It's just, it panned out to be caca is what it is. It just panned out to be complete and utter caca, and I don't understand how we got here. Understand how certain things got to a point that it did. You know, certain actions were taken and it's just like, even like movie logic, it's just like illogical in general. I just don't understand. If you want to know if I like this movie or not, I don't at all. Not be rewatching it. You couldn't pay me to watch it, and maybe you could, but I won't have a good time and I'll complain about it the whole time. And it's just not a good movie in my opinion. If you've seen this and you do enjoy it, please let me know what you found in the movie that made you enjoy it. Maybe I'm not seeing something that I should be seeing. Maybe I'm seeing it through one lens when I should be seeing it through 3 different ones. I don't know. So please leave your comments down below and let me know. But yeah, I'm sorry this isn't going to be that long of a review because there's just not much to say about this movie whatsoever. And I apologize that it isn't long again, but hey, I'm glad that you're here. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please leave. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you can get a notification anytime there's a new video. Thanks, guys. Until the next one.